Hey everyone, Egman here with the exclusive deck profile of Tristan, who took first place in our local qualifiers prelims, and he ran a run.
I ran starter coup.
Ooh, man, what year is this? Is this 2018 or is this 2017? Man?
You know, it can be whatever it wants. This guy is still good.
Definitely. And what's that little quote you got there? Let's see.
All right, so this is a fortune cookie I actually pulled 2 days before the tournament. It says that I'm pretty much going to have good luck in all my personal affairs.
Okay. And what was your record this weekend?
It was 6-0.
Oh, okay. So that's pretty good luck. So
yeah.
So let's go into the profile you got here.
All right. So we'll start off with the extra cards. I played 4 Whis.
Yep.
Because I mean, I'm a little nervous on that aggro matchup. And so I like to slow down my opponent a little bit as best as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, following that would be obviously 4 Bean.
Yep.
Same concept, same reason.
Are those only extra cards you run?
Those are the only extra cards I run.
I mean, like, they're the 2 good ones. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot you should run because, I mean, you're trying to get as much hand advantage in this format as possible because you're so behind everyone else, so your goal is just kind of hand advantage the game.
Yeah.
Following that would be 4 Majin Buu. Yeah. Definitely going to get replaced next set.
Yeah, definitely. But standard, so just standard blue package so
far. My first 2 Awakeners would be the new Pan out of the World Tournament. I just like the ability to kind of get it back at the end, so I guarantee I'm going to awaken no matter what. I'm not going to have to just worry about summoning it getting destroyed just immediately afterwards.
Yeah, and just the kind of swap-like mechanics to get combo power later is awesome.
Too good. 4 Piccolo, standard, basic.
New super combo.
Yeah. And then 4 Freehan.
Nice.
Definitely good in the hero matchup. Whenever they just try and swing with the crit Han, that's why I don't want to take. I don't want to lose hand advantage. Mm-hmm. So summon him, and then he just becomes a little aggro.
Yeah.
A little bit of board removal, just 2 Tapion.
Good
standard.
Card. And it helps awaken you too.
Yeah.
If you're sitting at 6 life or even 5 life, you guys get down to 4.
Yeah, they definitely, if they try and slow me down, it's just good. A little surprising, but only played 3 Vegito.
But they're all hollow. Did you buy 3 Ultimate boxes, man?
You know, I wish. I wish I had that kind of money.
Yeah.
No. I actually picked one of them up for my friend, so I just bought another later that day.
Yeah.
But I didn't play 4. It's good, but, I mean, you have to make room, and I saw it all the time, and I was at least charging 2 when I was playing 4, so I just saw 3. 3's good. Very good.
Yeah, and it's not as unbreakable as it was a couple months ago. And
yeah.
Like the Jackie Chun leader can be some nuisance.
Pretty much. So I actually don't rely on Vegito at all that much. Vegito's literally turn 5 just to draw. Yeah. Like no other reason. I mean, he's good to slow him down, but he's not the goal. It just kind of makes you lose the attention on my leader, and then you just kind of have to focus on him. Really good against the Hercule matchup. Unbelievable against the Hercule matchup because then they have to combo to 25 to, I mean, force me to combo more cards, but it just, at that point, they've lost too much.
Definitely.
I don't play flute.
What?
Yeah. I didn't have a lot of targets that I liked, and I didn't want to draw it because when I draw it, then I can't combo with it.
Yeah.
So I played one of this because it just removes from field. I mean, I cut it whenever I played, or when I swapped to the blue-green. But I really like it. It untaps energy, and I mean, you just can't tap out. If you tap out, you lose. Game over.
Definitely think it's really strong.
But that's it for blue.
Okay.
Pretty big blue lineup. Semi-equal to green. Another Awakener would be Gohan.
Okay.
I could have done 4 Pan, but I chose 2 of this because crit is just too good. I mean, early game, you summon him, your opponent's not going to do much. They're going to have to either take it or waste a lot of cards in hand, and that's honestly the whole point.
Yeah, and both that and Pan give you hand advantage because either you get the 5-day combo back or you get 1 off their life. So.
Pretty much. And in the Hercule matchup, I actually saved this guy for 3 turns because he just kept trying to get rid of it, and I was just like, no, I want to keep it. And it actually allowed me to awaken and him not to awaken because he was too busy trying to kill a Gohan.
Yeah. Crazy, man.
And then 4 Nail. He just draw cards, 15. I mean, that's literally the whole point. He just allows slight aggro, allows me to get hand advantage, and forces my opponent to lose hand advantage.
Yeah. Solid card.
We did 3 Kami Piccolo. I don't care about my opponent's board that much. As sad as it is to say, there's not a whole lot I really care. Against the Hercule matchup, I don't want to pop all their 1-drops because then I get Demigra. So it's kind of there to charge. I mean, he's good for the Demigra when Demigra's on field, but other than that, he doesn't really serve much of a purpose. The real MVP, MVP. Like, if I didn't summon this, I lost. And I only lost 1 game. And that's actually because I saw a mono blue deck, or not mono blue hand. And Combo Killer is the MVP. Because against Hercule, they can't do anything early game if you do nothing. So turn 4, drop this boy, and now they're going even. They can't plus, they're just breaking even or minusing. And then you drop it next turn after that, summon a Vegito or 2, like, too good. They just can't do anything. They just lose hand advantage before they gain it.
Yeah, any anti-meta, I think, needs to run Analyze, because it's just any combo power that Hercule had over you is gone now.
Yeah. Next good card. Oh, I love this card. This actually is the best card. It untaps 2 energy and draws a card. It's a double striker. And with Starter Coup, it's essentially playing him for 1 energy. So it's like a green Majin Buu that's double strike, 20k or 25k, and draws. Like, I love it. It actually won me in the Hercule matchup. So good.
Yeah, it's kind of like the OG Dragon Strike, right? Because like it does everything besides remove something, and it's just really good finishing the game.
Too good. Pseudo combo. I mean, I'd like to run 4, but I don't exactly want to see it because I can't charge it. Set 5, I'll replace it with the cell that comes out.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, because the cell 1 is green, 2 is critical, 3 pseudo combo.
Yeah,
Too
you
good.
can get it out, right? And even if you need to. So.
Yeah, if I need to. Last 2 cards, main deck, Scientist Fu. I sided him out a lot, but like I said, hand advantage dot deck. That's all the whole point of this is.
1 energy, draw 2 is always strong. So
too strong, and I mean you're constantly losing stuff in hand because you'd combo out, and so he's always live. To the side deck. Scared of the Chun matchup, so I played the Cronoa. Only 2. I mean, I didn't ever side it because I didn't see any Chun, but it was there just in case, because if you get Shugeshed, it kind of sucks.
You feel bad.
Yeah, you feel like a terrible player, and you don't want to get Shugeshed ever. Side is in 90% of the time. Too good. I don't want to main it. It doesn't give me a hand advantage, and it's amazing against the Hercule matchup. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, and so what kind of stuff are you able to do with that? Why is it so good against Hercule?
Okay, so actually, I made my opponent use the Demigra as a combo because he was ranking. I had my combo killer out on field, and so I just kind of had to put 5 in my grave because at that time I didn't have anything in grave. So I had to waste a whole lot of combos just for no reason. And he kind of like was a little nervous, but he had 4 blacks on field, and they're all the 1-drops because I knew he was digging for because he was playing Ever So Curious, searching the Ever So Curious. Then again, then play by play, and I was like, okay, he has the Demigra in hand. I was like, all right, we warp them all. We ruin his plan, and so summoned him, warped them all, plan gone. And definitely worth. And then I ended up telling my semi-final guy about it because I played the Demigra beforehand. So then I told him that what he should have done was just combo every chance he got with the black cards if he had Demigra, because I mean, summoning Demigra is just it's nuts. So it was so that's what he'd do. He'd waste cards just to get the blacks in grave because I mean he just would put blacks in grave. He'd just discard blacks anyways. And that's the only time I saw a Demigra, and worked against me, but definitely worth.
Good game plan, definitely. On good side.
Oh my god.
Scared of aggro, so I sided full power. I actually only sided this in Storm, and game 1 I didn't need to use it because obviously it was not in my deck. But game 2 he sided out all but 2 of his Bardocks, and so. The only time he actually went into it, I full powered it, and that was turn 7. And I was just like, okie dokie. So it was kind of wasteful, but I had it turn 1. in my game 2, just because I mean I don't want to be Bardock to death.
Yeah, definitely.
I did not side this end at all, but it was there just in case. It pretty much just got rid of a 2 or lower ignoring barrier, which I mean gets rid of blockers, gets rid of the if I had played a mirror, wasn't going to see a mirror because Hercule hype.
Yeah.
But if they played like the Majin Defier, there goes that plan.
Yeah.
They can't ramp up if they wanted to. Definitely going to take that out. I didn't want it. It seemed good, but not good.
Yeah.
Then 3 Mafuba. Mafuba is too strong at this format. I mean, you can Mafuba literally anything. Mafuba Vegito, Mafuba Demigra, Mafuba the Miras, Mafuba Victory Strike at all powers. Like, just, it's too strong. Though I'd probably cut this down to 2. I saw it in my hand all the time, and I don't want to use it unless it's on the big guys. But 9 out of 10 times, the Hercule matchup will have the battering, and so it usually is pretty dead. It's actually how I lost. I got batteringed when I tried to Mafuba his all-power cost at all costs Vegeta. Because I purposely let myself down to 3 life so I could try and Mafuba him, so I could get slight hand advantage and get a threat off field, and put him down to 1 life because he took 2 life prior. But you know, I forgot that they play battering, so I got battering. But that would take out 1 of those, and then I played 2 Bergamo. It's not as good as Vegito. In my last matchup, I realized I only had 3 Vegitos after I got Cell Chained and he super comboed 2 of my Vegitos out and then killed my other Vegito. And I was like, this seems really bad. I feel like I should have sided one of those, but I didn't plan ahead. And but this was really good. I mean, I only saw it against one of the Demigra players, or I guess Hercule players. My bad. It just seems like that should be the point of the deck. Because it's Hercule to summon.
Featuring Hercule, right?
Yeah, that's literally what I feel like it is. But the Bergamo, he just Mafuba'd my Vegito, then Mafuba'd the next Vegito, and then didn't expect me to summon the Bergamo, and then Mafuba'd that. And I was like, okay.
Okay, yeah, you got it.
I was like, if it's there, it's there. So, but that is the deck profile.
All right, laptop died, so quickly go through your matchups.
All right, so round 1, I went against Red Blue Hero. And I mean, the only way to get around aggro is Freehan and Bean, and that's pretty much all you can do until you get to a later game state. Round 2, I went against Storm, Hero Storm. Same concept. You just kind of Bean and Hero, and Freehan, and I mean like. That's it. I mean, you just can't. They waste too many resources trying to get around Bean because Goten and Bardock are only at 10, so they're just kind of, it's willy-nilly. They're just doing whatever they can. They're putting more cards down and not getting enough cards back. And then by turn 4 and 5, you have Vegito, you have Combo Killer. Doesn't matter. Game 3. Or match 3, I went against my best friend. He was playing the Draft Box Baby Leader. And prior to this, we were testing for 2 weeks. He beat me every game, every single game, and I luck sacked him, hardcore. It was super great. I only had like 5 cards in hand after, so he summoned Fu, and he comboed it all the way up to 60, and 65, cool, great. And then summoned his Vegeta, a 2-drop, and drew a card, and then summoned the baby, went into the 4-drop, swing, and negated, because I was at 2 life. And then he summoned another baby, absorbed the Vegeta, went into another one, swing again, comboed up to 50. At this point, I only had 1 super combo in hand, and Fu, and like a whole bunch of irrelevant cards that I didn't want to waste. It was like Combo Killer, and Kami, and I just need another double striker in case I lasted turn. I didn't expect to. Super combo, drew into a super combo, drew into the pseudo combo, tapped 1, drew into some card that didn't matter, and I just tapped the Fu, and that was right there at 55, and I was like, cool, we're in this. And he was a little upset, because I just killed him next turn. And then round 4, I went against Hercule. Really good guy. Just met him. His name's Daniel. Game 1, he was setting up for Demigra, and I was reading it hardcore, and he swang with his leader, and I said no negates, and he comboed his entire hand. He saw that I was at 1 life, and he's like, all right, I can do this. So comboed literally everything, just didn't hold back. He went all the way up to 100, and I was like, all right. So I had everything on field, everything in hand, everything in field, and I was at 105. He had nothing in hand, I had nothing in hand. He had nothing on field, I had nothing on field. So we were really just top deck, and so I top decked the 5-drop Go Tanks, and I was like there's a god. So summon the Go Tanks, draw an extra card, untap 2, summon that card. I think it was a boot, drew a card, and just I went from there.
Yeah. And
it was just that's how I won that second game against him. And then round 5, semifinals, Hercule again. Josh, good guy, amazing duelist. He was the only one to actually get me to 3rd game. He's just really good, really strong. Game 1, summoned Demigra. I got rid of everything. Got rid of my Vegito in hand. Got rid of my my Tapion in hand, and some other cards. That would get rid of the thing. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna lose this if I don't top deck a Kami. So I top decked a Whis, and I was like, oh, this sucks. So I swing on the Demigra in hopes to kill it, and auto draw. It was a Kami. I was like, all right, heart of the cards.
Yes.
Summoned the Kami, popped the Demigra, and just went from there.
Yeah.
And that's how I won that game 1. And then game 2, he pinned me into a corner. He was going super aggro with his Pan Awakening, and I was drawing nothing but blue, only blue. So by turn 5, and I had 4 blue set and 1 green. And I was like, well, can't summon any combo killers. So that one I lost because he had all cost Vegeta, or at all cost Vegeta, and he swang because I let myself down to 3 life to try and Mafuba him to get that to apply pressure the next turn. But battering that boy, and I was like, okay, well, you got that one. So then after that, he just kept dead drawing, and I summoned the Gohan, swing Gohan, take a life, and I crit everything he had because he just couldn't out the Gohan for some reason. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot he could do. And so, because by the time that we each saw an Awakener, I had already established a board. I had established a combo killer, Kami, Vegito, and so I was just like, all right, so one of us has to awaken sooner or later. And I end up critting his Pan that was in his life. And by the time he saw the next one, I was just like, nope, we're gonna negate that, and I Mafuba'd it actually, because I didn't want him to have it back in hand, because that's an extra combo piece. And that's how I got that game. But it was amazing. I had fun playing the 2 Hercules. I had no testing against those prior to this event. It's a good deck. I really like it.
Yeah.
Last round, I went against Cell. Cell Chain is my biggest weakness. You lose to Cell Chain because once you establish a hand, it's really hard for you to come back from that with 3 cards only. I mean, so at that point, you have to establish a board. You have to establish a board quicker than you can establish a hand, and you have to do that by playing with really low resources on purpose. You have to purposely put yourself at a huge disadvantage so that your opponent doesn't Cell Chain you, because then they will have wasted the Cell Chain on like 5 cards in hand or 6 cards in hand to put you just at 3, so you only lose 3 or 2, and you're not actually losing much advantage. And so they'll see it as a huge weakness, and they'll just summon the Vile Cell to draw and put 2 tokens. And that's literally what I had to do game 1 and game 2. And that's how I got around it. No other way, because Cell Chain is too good. So you just play yourself at a big disadvantage. Biggest disadvantage you could possibly put yourself at. You gotta trick them into thinking that you're just losing, and that's how you win.
Mm-hmm.
And that was all 6 of my games, and I only lost 1 actual game, but not the match.
Nice, yeah, and
so
definitely very strong. and definitely the only reason I got second was because I didn't face you. So
I mean, you're playing Hercule too.
Yeah,
so.
right. Yeah, so I based on results, I could see how that could go for me. But yeah, very good, man. Congrats, and we will see you at Nationals. So see you guys
Later.